When minutes become hours, Mariana is about to take her driving test. Some friends stand by her as she is on her way to sit for the exam. Meanwhile, Valentina, Lucas, and Melina tell her their driving experiences and give her some advice on how to handle the situation.
Don't panic, Mary. You will do great. Just remember your training. It's not a good idea to be scared now. You had better cross the bridge when you come to it.
Yes, Lou, I know. I'm just seized by terror. Is there anything you would like to suggest?
The beacon lights. Oh my god, never forget to turn on the beacon lights. Up to this moment, I still remember when my examiner yelled at me because I had forgotten to do so.
Oh, you're right. If I'm not mistaken, they should be used before pulling your car out. Am I correct?
Just for a record, you shall turn them on whenever you stop your car. I would also recommend parking your car slowly. Mary, beware of that, for you might end up pulling out way too fast and accidentally hit a car. There is no need to hurry, even though minutes become hours. Better safe than sorry.
Oh, Lucas is quite right there. He knows best. There is no need to do things in a rush. Be mindful that you must only listen to what the examiner says.
Exactly. Take all the time you need. Always think twice before you act. They're going to be watching closely. Try not to get tense over that. You can do it. Just concentrate on the car's movements.
Quite true. And last, but not least, pay special attention to his instructions. I recall that my examiner once said, "Good, now pull out here." I was really bewildered. Fortunately, I caught a glimpse at the blaring signal. I almost walked into the trap, as it was forbidden to park there. Those details are essential, especially when we know they do not play a fair game.
They can be really deceiving. Just like lions planning their attack. They try to catch you distracted. But you're wiser and you won't allow them to find an opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I totally agree. They always laugh up their sleeves, waiting for you to make another embarrassing mistake. It's their specialty.
I couldn't have chosen a better word. In the end, I can tell who knows the rules of driving and who doesn't. And you, my friend, have been trained to face any situation. Oh, I almost forget. Be careful not to lift your foot from the clutch suddenly. I guess you wouldn't like your car to jolt ad infinitum. Tears should be applied slowly, and I can assure you that.
That's true, Lucas. It reminds me of the last time I went to practice with my mother. A really bad idea, though.
What could have happened that went wrong?
Well, she was going to give me the general instructions so as to start getting acquainted with it, such as learning how to start the engine. But it made matters worse when I accidentally mounted the curb and almost hit a tree. I should have never gone with her. She was even more nervous than me, and she knew how to get on my nerves.
I know, right? Relatives are the worst driving teachers. They are not patient. 9 out of 10 times you end up learning through shouts. When I had to drive in front of my mother and brother, I could only either hear loud, hysterical laughs or just shrieks of horror. Long story short, they didn't help at all in making me feel more confident towards driving.
It's the same old story, over and over again. But fortunately, in the end, I could afford to pay for my own driving lessons, which, by the way, were not in the least inexpensive.
That was the best choice you could have made, Valen. I still remember my first lessons with my mom. She yelled at me so loud that I got frozen. Some minutes later, I found myself into a ditch. It was a total disaster.
I am sure you must have felt terrible. All of us had to undergo uncomfortable situations at first, but to be completely honest, it is part of the learning process. Luckily, now those are just funny, ridiculous stories that can be told in family reunions. You should just trust yourself. That won't happen again.
Come on, don't bring negative thoughts into your mind now. There's no point getting into a panic. You'll be fine.
Listen to them. You will pass the exam. Just try not to throw the car into a ditch again, and everything will be fine.
Lucas, do not make those kinds of jokes right now. You will make her nervous.
Just kidding. You're right, though. Mary, you will do great. Come on, we are here to cheer you up. Besides, you promised you would take us for a ride. I'm looking forward to being your co-pilot. I will start preparing a list of songs. After all, every co-pilot has to play the best hits. That is the main duty.
I couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much, guys. You'd better book tickets for the cinema. I'll invite you once I have my so long awaited license.